Anyway, this is Mr. Scrooge and the Flying Turkey. Ooh. Looking back in my life, it's the memorable characters I've met that I'm very grateful for. They have added spice, direction, and more than a few oh wow moments. One character that comes to mind is Drew. I don't know anyone who influenced my love of theater like Drew. He was so full of drama, and my, how he could show it. A Thanksgiving turkey flying across the dance room floor comes to mind. That was Drew's making. No, now don't get me wrong, the turkey was not living, it was dead, long dead. But we had eaten it, in fact, or most of it. Back in the 1970s, we had an old fire hall in Deep Cove that we used as a gathering place for parties and meetings and live theater. Susan was our town party organizer, and she collected a large group of Deep Covers at the local fire hall for a grand feast at Thanksgiving. Turkey with all the trimmings was the grand king of honor, and we all feasted sumptuously on warm, juicy turkey meat until no one could eat another piece. The evening was a lively one. Alcohol poured, and tipsy dancers clung to each other in a hazy drone of guitars and laughter. The evening wore on, and when too much had been eaten and drunk, the old turkey frame in the middle of that dining room table began to look tired, unloved, unwanted. Drew, in his theatrical way, knew how to revive the turkey and liven up the party. "I know what to do with this old bird," he said, looking at the prostrate carcass. Now, Drew had included a lot of refreshment during his meal, and in his usual dramatic way, he hoisted the turkey remains on its silver platter high overhead. A wing and a few half-eaten sinewy bones dangled. With much aplomb, Drew approached the dance floor, turkey in arms. No one noticed as a wobbly young man began slowly twirling, much like a discus thrower. Not steady on his feet as he was when he entered the building, he now staggered, and his greasy burden slipped around on its gleaming tray like a bowl of jelly. As it gained speed in the twirl, someone looked up from their beer in the smoky haze of a dozen cigarettes and hollered, "Drew, no!" It was too late. The bird had flown. It shot off its plate, making a high arc over the dancer's head. Someone screamed as the bird hit the floor out near the middle of the dancers. A leg went this way, a wing went that, and a greasy, well-lubricated bird spun across the fire hall floor. Feet leapt and ladies were pulled aside to miss this flying bit of seasonal gratitude. Turkey parts were left in a brown gravy skid mark which led over to the far wall. And here the poor bird hit the wall with a mushy thump, loose bones and skin. Faithful Susan, took it all in stride. She gathered the wings and loose bits of Thanksgiving turkey, reassured the dancers that all was well, while Drew drifted off for a quiet snooze under one of the tables at the back of the hall. It was a memorable evening for me as a 20-year-old. But my most loved memory of Drew and his dramatic abilities began many years earlier in Burrardview Elementary School. No one, in my opinion, has ever played a better Scrooge in a play. Tall, sinewy, tough. He played Mr. Mean Old Scrooge so well. I remember his powerful, gruff voice as he bellowed from the stage. Drew opened my eyes to theater like no one else. He even wore the white spats that he used in the play over his shoes every day in school from Christmas until the warmth of summer holidays took us away. I don't know what became of Drew's life after the flying turkey incident, but in my mind he should have become a great actor. After all, he already was. Thank you, Drew, for the memories you gave us of Mr. Scrooge and the flying turkey.
Well done.
How much of that is based on truth?
It's all true.
Is it all true?
Now, I will confess that the name has been altered to protect the guilty or innocent, or however you want
To protect the guilty.
I have the vote.
Yeah, but it's true.